Hey everyone, so tonight I'm on a random tangent. So the other day, Nerdist shared this mind-blowing video, and it's apparently a trailer for a fan film remake of Juspion by a professional commercial CGI artist in Brazil named Rafael Seguini. Now, I'm a huge fan of the metal heroes, but this movie boggled my mind so much that it's all I can think about tonight, and I need to know everything about it. So here's what I found out about it. Now, this video just feels so amazing. It's basically 80s Toku brought back to life, and it's crafted so painstakingly carefully that it's literally the same shit from the 80s, but it's all HD, and it all looks so freaking good. By the way, on an unrelated but related tangent, the 1-minute teaser trailer for the Filipino live-action Voltes V remake came out just now, and although I'm interested in that too for almost all the same reasons, because it's kind of the same idea, that just does not look as good as this does, so get your act together, Philippines. Anyway, so if you don't know, Juspion is one of the standalone heroes from the Showa 80s metal heroes, and ironically, it's one of the only Showa 80s metal heroes I have not watched yet. It's literally just Juspion, Cherivan, and Shider right now. Anyway, the premise of the show is pretty insane. Apparently all the evil energy in the universe basically just fuses together into an evil giant robot named Satan Gorf, who's basically Megatron from Transformers if he was also Darth Vader at the same time. So Satan Gorf proceeds to attack the Earth because that's what he does, and then Juspion comes out of nowhere. And apparently after the Space Sheriff trilogy, Juspion fits into this very weird space where he's a space lone wolf, or basically a one-man army. And therefore his existence can either fit with the Space Sheriffs or without them as a standalone show. And then Satan Gorf has a son named Mad Gallant, who's like a Hokkaido clone, but otherwise he's just Juspion's human-sized archenemy. Anyway, so after that, a by-the-books 80s tokusatsu show happens, harping on all the major tropes that started back with Gavon. So, anyway, now randomly the show achieved full-on mainstream success in Brazil in the 1980s in about the same way that the Power Rangers achieved mainstream success in the US in the 1990s. And now, flash forward to 2018, a Brazilian-Japanese rights holder company called Sato licensed the rights to Juspion, and this company seems to typically translate Japanese shows for Brazil. But anyway, so they had the rights, so they decided to produce a feature film remake of Juspion, with the overall goal being to compress a story originally told in 44 episodes, which is, 16 hours, into a 90-minute movie with young, sexy Brazilian actors and CGI effects, which they promise to be at least as good as the first Iron Man, which came out 10 years ago now. Now, this news was pretty much everywhere back then in 2018, and since then they've had a bunch of conventions promoting the movie, or maybe they've been promoting the movie at conventions, and apparently Juspion showed up on the Brazilian news, and it was a whole big shindig, and they ensured everyone that this movie was definitely coming out. Now, I don't know a ton about Brazilian movies, I'm going to admit, and honestly, the only Brazilian movie I've ever even seen is Black Orpheus. But, so now it's 2021, and apparently the last update on this movie was sometime in 2020, where the movie was in full-on development hell. They'd been working on it for 3 years, and they had no script. I mean, they were working on one, but it wasn't finished, and they'd shot nothing. And also, apparently, the company in charge was not confident that they could do the special effects justice. So, that brings us back to the Rafael Seguini video, which dropped literally a few months after that last update. So now, the deal with this video is every second of this video is masterfully done photorealistic CGI. It's all CGI, every second of it. And it's all CGI done in Maya 2017, which is, not a cutting edge program. But it's a very, very bold take on the material because, CGI does metal really well, and it's a metal hero. Now, Raphael has apparently been working on this short film for actually over 11 years, which is crazy. If you look on his YouTube channel, you can actually see earlier versions of the video where, it's not as polished as the current version, or it's not as photorealistic as the current version. And the current version honestly just seems to be all the shots he has done, except they don't quite fit together and they don't quite entirely make sense yet. Now, ironically, he released literally the same trailer like 2 years ago, except 2 years ago, the CGI was way less realistic, but at the same time, it looked a little bit more like the original TV show. It seems like now he's trying to make it look like its own artistic, super photorealistic thing. And that being said, I have no idea what is going on with this man or what his connections are, but since this video has come out 3 months ago, Raphael is now officially affiliated with the Sato Company, the company that, again, has been failing to create a Juspion movie or otherwise get it off the ground for the past 3 years. Now, an optimistic and hopeful part of me wants to think that since this guy is succeeding on every level where the official licensors are failing, maybe they'll just let him do the movie. Or best case scenario, they at least hire him to do the special effects for the movie because they've openly said they can't get them right. And this guy's been working on this fan film for over 10 years, so he's 10 years ahead of the official right holders who have done nothing so far. And otherwise, if nothing comes of it, hopefully he at least finishes his fan film, and it'll probably be 10 minutes long, but good God, this movie is the movie I actually want to see. Like, just the way he masterfully uses the original Chume Watanabe score is giving me chills. This is my video speculating on whether or not a Juspion movie will ever be made in Brazil. If any of you guys are from Brazil or know more about it than me, please tell me because I want to know about this. Anyway, guys, please subscribe to my channel. I am trying to get 1,000 subscribers to get monetized, and I am very, very close to getting 500. Thank you. I am Moonbuster Green. I like Tokusatsu. Good night.